You have to know those goals to be set up for success as a first-time home buyer and work with a lender that can help you figure out how do you meet some or all of those. Hi, I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video is first-time homebuyer tips. This is going to be a very exciting video because there are so many first-time homebuyers out there and there's so much confusing information. I'm going to share with you all of my top tips. Stay tuned. Welcome to your one-stop shop for anything and everything mortgage education. I drop new videos every Tuesday and Saturday. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell to be notified. My name is Stephanie Weeks, and for some weird reason, I'm obsessed with mortgages and mortgage education and sharing that with people. I've been a mortgage loan officer for 17 years. I have created this channel to share anything and everything mortgage education with you. I have been recognized in the top 1% of loan officers for the last several years in a row, recognized by Mortgage Executive Magazine, also featured in the Scotsman Guide for Top Originators. This video is a must for you if you're looking to buy a home now or anytime in the near future. Hey, all my first-time home buyers, I am so happy that you're here with me today. I'm going to be sharing all of my tips in today's video. Are you ready to dive in? Because I am ready to dive in. Today, I'm going to break this down into 5 segments. That's going to be number 1. What is the very first and most important thing you should know as a home buyer? Very first and most important thing that you should know as a home buyer. Number 2, credit. What you should have, what you should look for, and what you should expect. So number 2, we're going to talk about credit. Number 3, we're going to talk about loan programs. How do you know what's right for you? Number 4, we're going to talk about your goals, which are absolutely mandatory. You've got to know your goals. And last but not least, number 5, a smooth and on-time closing. Why do you care? That's what we're covering. So let's dive in. Number 1, what is the first and very most important thing that you should know as a home buyer? I believe that is you should know and be confident in your decision that you want to be a home owner. There's so much that goes into home ownership. It is for so many people, and it is such a wonderful feeling that it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's such a great feeling being a homeowner. It's not for everybody though. There is something to be said about if you're renting and something breaks, you just call somebody, right? When you are renting, you just have this number that you work with for your payment and that's it. But when you're buying a home, you've got maintenance, you've got repairs, you've got extra upkeep, you've got, heaven forbid, if something gets damaged, you've got insurance deductibles to meet. There's a lot more responsibility for you than just that monthly payment. So the first thing that I find to be the most important is gather all the information and make sure that owning a home is right for you. It might be right for your friends, your family, but maybe it's not right for you. No matter what you're doing in life, I always want you to go with your gut and do what you think is best. Home ownership is magnificent. Do not get me wrong. And I hope that it is for you. Assuming that it is, let's keep on moving and go on to number 2. What you should have, what you should know, and what you should expect. Listen, you want to always have the best foot forward, right? Yes, you want to set yourself up for success in life. Credit affects more than you could ever know. If you're getting a new cell phone, for goodness sake, everybody has those. Your credit can affect that. If you're buying a house, of course, your credit can affect that. Even if you're renting an apartment and you need electricity or internet, your credit can affect that. And I'm leaving off probably 15 or 20 other things that your credit affect. So what you want to have and should have is you should want to have excellent credit, and you should do everything that you can to have and maintain excellent credit. The number's always moving, but I find that from all the things that I see and work with, an excellent credit score is anything above a 740. Scores generally range from 350 to 850, 740 and above being that top tier bracket where you're going to get the best rates, the best fees, you're going to get waivers on deposits for utilities. There's a lot of great things that come with having excellent credit. That should be your absolute and number one goal. What should you look for when it comes to credit? Listen, I do not love all of these credit apps. The one thing that I can say about the ones I've come across is even if the scores are completely irrelevant and wrong, which is frustrating, that's a topic for another day, but even if the scores are irrelevant and wrong, usually the data is correct. And you want to make sure that you're watching your credit, you're looking out to be sure that no one has messed with your credit, touched your credit, stolen things, committed fraud, and that the creditors are reporting things correctly. Did you know that the creditor can absolutely make a mistake and they might report you late on a payment when you're actually not? That's the thing that you need to look out for, along with many other things when watching your credit. Looking at one of the apps, or at least at a bare minimum, go to annualcreditreport.com once a year. Don't get a score unless you want to pay for it, but you can get all three bureaus absolutely for free at annualcreditreport.com. At a minimum, you want to look at your credit every year, make sure it's right, make sure it's accurate. The third piece to credit is what should you expect? You should expect that if you have an average credit score, which these days seems to be around a 680, while excellent is 740 or better. If you have an average credit score, expect to pay more than if you had excellent. If you have an average credit score, expect to pay more in your interest rate when buying a home. Potentially expect to pay more in the mortgage insurance, depending upon your loan type when you're buying a home. Expect that your home insurance can be affected potentially by your credit if you have average credit and not excellent. And really, really hopefully you don't have below average. But if you do, if you pay everything on time, don't let things go to collection. Keep your credit card balances less than 30% of available. Keep accounts open for a long time. Don't open, close, open, close. Don't have a lot of people pull your credit, and a bunch of other tips. But do those things. You should take pride in your credit. It is something that everyone's looking at for so many things you're doing in life, and it can cost you a lot if you don't have great credit. So you want to work toward that and expect that you're going to pay more if you don't have that. We're going to move on to section 3 now, which is loan programs. I'm going to dive into that next. Number 3, loan programs. How do you know what's right for you? Just like with home ownership, it's right for some people, but it's not right for everybody. An FHA loan is right for some people, not for everybody. An RD loan is right for some people, not for everybody. Conventional, VA, you're getting the point here, okay? You need to figure out what's right for you. And the way that I believe that you do that is the first thing you have to know is, what is your credit like? We just talked about that. Depending upon what your credit is like may limit your choices. And if you have all the choices, you can be picky. But if you have limited choices, it allows you less room to be picky, to pick what is actually best for you. Number 1, figure out what your credit is. Figure out what kind of doors that opens with your loan officer as far as different programs. You also need to figure out, how long do you plan to live in the home? That can make a difference as to what program's best for you. How long do you plan to keep the home? That might be different than how long you plan to live in the home. That is also going to affect for you what loan program is right for you. Maybe you have no down payment. That's going to make a difference as to what's right. Maybe you have plenty of down payment, but you don't want to necessarily use it. That's going to make a difference to what is right as well. We're talking today about first-time home buyers, and so there's many other instances I can go into this section, but I'm not going to do that because I'm just talking to you today, my first-time home buyers. The loan programs vary, and there are pros and cons to all of them. So you need to figure out what is best for you. And the things that I've discussed in this section is a good start of how to know that and how to completely figure out the rest of those steps and know what's right for you. We have a lot of amazing loan officers out there, and that's where they're going to come in to help fill that void and help you figure out what program is best for you. Number 4, it also goes into what program is best for you, because your goals are another huge thing that matter to what program is going to be the best. But also, as a first-time home buyer, you have got to sit down and figure out what your goals are. Everybody has different goals. You're going to want to think about, what might I want to spend on the price of a home? Don't say you don't know yet. Don't say it depends on payment yet. I'm telling you. What neighborhood do you want to be in? What area do you want to be in? How much do you hope to spend on the price of a home? Just don't overanalyze that part, just potential sales price. Second piece, what do you want your monthly payment to be? What are you used to paying in rent? Do you want it to go up? Do you want it to go down? Maybe you haven't been renting. What kind of budget have you prepared yourself for the monthly payment? You've got to figure out where you want your monthly payment to fit, like what bracket you want that to be in. What does that number look like? That third piece is, how much money do you want to come up with? Don't label it yet. I don't care if it's a down payment, closing cost, prepaids, doesn't matter. Again, we're not overanalyzing. We're just thinking, how much money do I want to part with to buy a home? Some people it's $1,000, some people it's 10, some people it's 2, and it's every number in between and beyond that you could even think of. What are you prepared to part with to buy a home? Doesn't matter what it is yet. Once you know sales price goal, monthly payment goal, and cash out of pocket goal, your lender can come in there and help you figure out, can you meet all 3 of those? And it's perfect when that happens. It's great. But if they do good estimates and communicate well with you, and you can't hit all of those goals, they will be able to tell you, hey, I can hit the out of pocket, I can hit the monthly payment, but the price is not gonna work. Here's what it looks like. Or I can hit the out of pocket and I can hit the monthly payment, and guess what? You can even spend more on the price. Have you thought about that? And so on and so forth. Again, you get the point. You have to know those goals to be set up for success as a first-time home buyer and work with a lender that can help you figure out, how do you meet some or all of those? And then that's when you can go into the next step of actually being pre-approved, actually writing a contract, which leads to my number 5, smooth and on-time closing. And why do you care? Smooth and on-time closing. If your closing experience sucks, you're not going to want to buy another house. If your closing experience sucks, you're not going to make it fun and exciting when you're telling your other friends about it, who might want to then also be first-time home buyers. You want a good home buying experience. You want to get to the closing. You want to have a closing. You want to get to that part. You want it to be smooth, because when it's smooth, it just makes all the difference in the world. You want it to be on time. Oh my gosh, one of the things in life that crushes my soul is when a close date cannot be met for some reason. We are talking buyers, sellers, real estate agents, title companies, families, kids getting into schools on time. There's just so much that goes into a closing date, including the moving truck. A smooth and on-time closing is what you absolutely want to aim for when you're purchasing a home. By having the knowledge in this video and watching some of my others as well, you're gonna have the knowledge to apply, and that's gonna give you the power to know how to do it right, what to expect, how to set yourself up for pure success, and how to work as a team with your lender to make sure that you get to that smooth and on-time closing. That's the 5 things I promised today. I really hope that they have helped you. I'm sorry if it was a little long today, but there's so much information I just want to get out. Sometimes it's hard to minimize it enough to keep the videos short. My free download for today, I'm gonna drop the link in the bio below. My free download for today is going to be a PDF copy of my book, Mortgage Peace. Also available on Amazon.com. It sells for $13, and I'm giving you the link today for free for checking out this video. Type yes in the comments below if you feel better now about being a first-time homebuyer and you feel more confident in the information and knowledge that you have. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'm going to drop the link to some other videos as well. My Twitter, because I would love to connect with you all on social media, my Twitter is @lonelady_Steph. I know, complicated one. My Insta handle is _TheRealStephanieWeeks, and my website is stephanieweeks.com. Let's connect.